Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our perspective. Here's the breaking news. Yes, US-Pak redux has implications on ties with India and Kuwait. In span of 1 month, the Biden administration first triggered a strategic point by announcing the F-16 package and then triggered a political point with its Pak ambassador calling what is an occupied territory as a so-called liberated or Azad zone. India has convened its serious concern to the US State Department on Ambassador to Pakistan Donald Blome's recent visit and his comments on Pakistan Occupied Kashmir (POK) at the highest bureaucratic level. The Modi government has also objected to the USD 450 million upgrade package for Pakistan F-16 fighters announced by the Pentagon last month at the top political level. In a span of 1 month, the Biden administration first triggered a strategic point by announcing the F-16 package and then triggered a political point with its Pak ambassador calling what is an occupied territory as a so-called liberated or Azad zone. To complicate bilateral matters further, US issued a travel advisory on Friday for its citizens traveling to India on count of crime and terrorism. The advisory specifically advised its nationals not to travel to Jammu and Kashmir due to civil unrest and terrorism, and within 10 km of India-Pak border due to the potential for armed conflicts. Clearly, the US act on by Pakistan and UK behind the scenes is revisiting its Kashmir flashpoint theory and next will advocate a dialogue between India and Pakistan. With Ambassador Blome having always served as a political counselor in Afghanistan, his undiplomatic statement cannot be dismissed as an inadvertent mistake. He clearly knew exactly what he was doing and what it would do to India-US ties. While it is understandable that the US is rewarding Pakistan for sending weapon and ammunition supplies to Ukraine via British C-130J transport aircraft and the Romania route, Washington's disregard for the impact of the two triggered on Indo-US ties is quite inexplicable and may have long-term undesired and consequences. Fact is that F-16 is not merely a single-engine fourth-generation fighter aircraft and that the US has sold to Pakistan since the early 1980s. It is also the barometer of US-Pakistan relationship. The sinusoidal graph of US-Pakistan bilateral relations can be clearly understood using F-16 fighter cells as a reference point. For India, the fighter resembles strategic headache on the Western Front as it is naivety to believe that Rawalpindi will use the 75 odd F-16 fighter for counter-terrorism mission in Afghanistan. These fighters will be used by Pakistan against India with Rawalpindi's air attack using the F-16 fighters and long-range air-to-air missile on India post-IF Operation Bandar in Balakot, a solid proof of Islamabad's periphery. Knowing fully well the impact of F-16 supplies to Pakistan, the visit of Ambassador Blome to Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, now a travel advisory, will affect India-US ties. The Biden administration must have thought through the pros and cons before taking those decisions. Just like the US never informed India in March 2004 when it designated Pakistan as a major NATO and non-NATO ally. It did not inform the Modi government before announcing the F-16 package. The F-16 issue will become much more serious if the packages include supply of 120 km range air-to-air missile and air-to-ground precision guided ammunition for the Chinese fighter-dominated Pakistan Air Force. While India is upset at this development, Islamabad continues to play Washington against Beijing for its own short-term benefits, with the former hoping to warn away Pakistan from its all-weather friend and the latter using Rawalpindi to destabilize India. Pakistan also every now and then adds a sweetener to its ties with America by exposing a global jihadist to the hellfire missiles fired from US Predator drone in the name of counter-terror cooperation. Even the Pakistan support to US against Tehran in future cannot be ruled out given the current context of Russia using Iranian armed drones to strike deep into Ukraine. Even though the US is fully entitled to forge deep ties with Pakistan, it should not be at the cost of soaring its ties with a Quad partner and a close strategic natural ally India. The ball is now in the US court to clear differences with India. Behind the report for